Before we learn words like yes or no, the body already knows how to respond. Boundaries are not decisions. They are bodily responses shaped long before conscious choice. Long before a person learns to explain themselves, the nervous system learns when to open, when to hold, and when to retreat. In this video, I want to show you how boundaries are formed through early experience, why saying yes or no often feels charged rather than neutral, and why many boundary struggles are not about confidence or communication, but about how body learn to stay safe in connection. Hi, my name is Antonio. I have master degree in psychotherapy. I am also facilitator of systemic constellations, and for over 13 years, I have been working with people through workshops and individual sessions. Most people think boundaries are about strength, about asserting yourself, about learning to say no. But boundaries are not built through force, they are built through regulation. A body that feels safe can say no clearly. A body that feels safe can say yes freely. A body that does not feel safe negotiates constantly. Early on, the body learns what happens when it expresses preference, what happens when it reaches out, what happens when it pulls back. If those signals are respected, the system learns that boundaries are welcome. If they are ignored, punished, or create distance, the body adapts. Some bodies learn that saying no leads to loss. Some learn that saying yes keeps connection. Some learn that being easy, flexible, or undemanding is the safest way to remain included. These are not character traits, they are embodied conclusions. The soul learns very early what costs less: expression or suppression, closeness or distance, movement or stillness. The body records this cost and begins to organize around them automatically. Over time, boundaries stop feeling like choices and start feeling like risks. This is why many adults struggle to say no without guilt or yes without tension. Not because they lack skills, but because their system associates boundaries with danger. The body remembers what happened the last time it needed something, wanted something, or refused something. When boundaries were not allowed, the system learned to adapt instead, to read the room, to anticipate expectations, to adjust itself before conflict could arise. This is not weakness. This is intelligence shaped under pressure. The problem begins when these adaptations persist long after the environment has changed. What once protected connection begins to erode it. The person becomes exhausted, resentful, or invisible while still appearing functional. Many people believe they have boundary issues, but underneath that belief is often something simpler. The body does not yet trust that limits can exist without consequences, that saying no does not equal loss, that saying yes does not require self-abandonment. Healing boundaries is not about practicing stronger responses. It's about creating experience where the body can feel that limits are safe, that contact can continue even when preference is expressed, that relationship does not collapse when authenticity appears. This is why insight alone does not change boundary patterns. The body does not update through understanding. It updates through experience, through moments where nothing bad happens, when limit is felt, held, and respected. When this begins to shift, boundaries stop feeling like walls. They start feeling like orientation. You no longer have to monitor yourself constantly. You begin to sense where you end and when the other begins. Yes and no becomes information, not threats. This is not about becoming harder, it's about becoming clearer. The soul feels more whole when the body no longer has to split itself to stay connected. If you want to explore this work more deeply, I share my writing through a newsletter called Soul Psychology. In that space, you will receive structured exercise, embodied reflections, and psychological guidance you can work with between episodes. The link is below. This is Anatomy of the Soul, and in the next episode, we will explore how desire, impulse, and restraint shape the way the soul moves towards life.